I suppose the fact of the matter is that I don't really care about my feelings in relation to any given situation because they're voluble anyway, and because they're unimportant, they don't change anything. That's what it amounts to. What I feel about any situation, I mean, hardly matters. And not caring about it means that I can, in a way, I can focus more on my feelings rather than less. And, feelings, fleeting feelings, such as the fact that I've just looked at the weather and it looks nice and I want to go for a walk, and I think I can. But my feelings in relation to actions that other people take, or the ways that they consider me, or the ways that they might praise me or offend me or ignore me or whatever, um, I don't really care about those things very much. And I think it's helpful not to care, really, because, I mean, we have no control over people's feelings, people's reactions, and the way that they conduct themselves, whether we like it or not. So I suppose it's more of a stoic approach to things. You just accept the things that you can't change. But the only thing I can change, I suppose, is to choose more accurately the people with whom I want to interact. Um, with whom my interaction is more positive, shall we say, more enjoyable. But that's just normal, isn't it? I don't talk at length to everybody that I meet in the woods, but occasionally there will be somebody and we'll have a conversation, and those are the people that I want to talk to more. I'm not going to bother the rest of the people walking through the woods. That would just be tedious for everybody involved. You recognize people. Um, there's I don't know quite what it is, whether it's a physical manifestation or an energy field, I suppose people might say. But it's quite often that I'll pick up on, well, I don't know whether maybe it's just something that's evident in the way that people present themselves. Like my rude dismissal of the poor people in Norwich with their Irish wolfhounds. Of course, there is a reason for having an Irish wolfhound in the centre of Norwich. I dismissed them summarily. But the reason is signalling. And that's the reason that we do a lot of things. That's why we wear, why we pay attention to our attire. And I think it's right that we should pay that attention. And we pay attention to our means of conveyance, as in my case with my new Mazda sports car that I'm very pleased with. It's a signalling device. I don't know whether to say primarily or also. Also is a bit more forgiving, isn't it? But maybe primarily that's what it is. There are more efficient ways of getting from A to B if that's the function. But I enjoy driving it. I enjoy the challenge. It's an experience. So I suppose some people enjoy their Irish wolfhounds in a similar way, and but that's all it is. It's just signalling, you see, and signalling is good. Um, it helps you in the world. But you do have to pay attention to the type of signal that you're attempting to transmit. I think it's, obviously it's important, because the more you understand it, then the more effectively you can control it, because you do want to be the one in control. That's is one of the problems with signaling, because you might be controlled by the group that you have successfully attracted, as it were. So you might find yourself hanging out a lot with other people with sports cars, or other people with Irish, well, with dogs. I wouldn't say the same breed, because that's competition, but other people with an eye for a handsome breed of dog, and a well-tailored jacket that you might meet in your stroll. There's nothing wrong with those things, but it's good to recognise them for what they are. That's all I'm saying. And I still think that it's so much easier and more convenient to spend all the money on paintings. People don't buy paintings nearly enough, I think. Art has become very little valued, but it shouldn't be, really. An original painting is something that's a very um, it's a very unique thing to hang on your wall, isn't it? It's completely unique, and it can be very beautiful and evocative. And I don't think it has the same power that the attempt to enter into some kind of relationship with an animal potentially has over the psyche.